All right. Hey everybody, this is Abad with Generational Wealth. Once again, we are back with another video. Happy to be recording this video today because it's a brand new year. But if you're here tuning into Generational Wealth, I greatly appreciate it. When this platform was created, I had a vision in mind where we could actually help people obtain generational wealth if that's something that you aspire to have, or at least put you in a position to where you feel like you've reached the utmost comfort in life from the resources and the principles and the information that we share here. So today I was ultra inspired to share some things with you because a few months back I came across some quotes that really just put me in a place where I kept reading it over and over and over again. And for me, these quotes were so impactful because a lot of them kind of designed my life and changed the trajectory of it. So I felt compelled to share them with you. But I heard a long time ago, a short pencil is better than a long memory. So I'm going to share these with you from my handy dandy notepad. So the first one that I came across was, your strongest muscle and your worst enemy is your mind. Train it. Our minds, they're like a mental factory, and we pour ingredients in this mental factory all day long. I read a quote a long time ago as well from Albert Einstein. He said, imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attractions. So it's so important to train your mind to think about what you want, because as you think about what you want and you write them down, if that's what you prefer to do, it pushes you forward towards that particular goal that you're trying to get. So your mind is definitely like a muscle. You have to train it just as much as you train in the gym if you're someone like myself. Another quote that I wrote down that I wanted to share as well is, nobody owes you anything. When I read this one definitely hit me, because I used to have this syndrome when I was younger that everything was owed to me. You know, I used to always expect certain things, and then life would give me a lot of hard lessons like, no one owes you anything. Your life is actually a gift, and you have to take that gift and cultivate it to everything that you want. And once I started having that particular mindset and philosophy, things started to get better for me when I stopped waiting for people to give me stuff. No, if you want a handout, you should create that handout for your life. The next one is, society is full of lies, spot them. Now, this one I can go on and on and on about, but I don't want to stir up the pot. Just know that you should design your life as you see fit. You know, society tells us a lot of things that we should do, when the fact of the matter is you should do whatever is comfortable for you. You should plan your life exactly how you want it to be. But I'll kind of stop right there with that quote because, again, I don't want to stir up the pot. The next one is, you'll never be 100% ready. This is something else that truly inspired me, because for a greater portion of my life, like I shared in a previous video, at the age of 10, my dad suddenly and tragically passed away. And I also read a while ago that when someone experiences a demise when they're younger versus when they're older, it has a different effect on you. And for me personally, when I was younger, me watching that happen to my dad and not having any closure, it made me ultra timid about life. There were things that I always wanted to do that I never completed or even started, because parts of me felt reservations of just wondering why my dad left so early. So I quickly had to teach myself that my dad wanted me to be the very best person that I could possibly be. So I had to delete the old programming of that information that I gave myself and create the new programming that I can do anything. And once I did that, it made me more confident as far as whether I'm ready to do something or not. The best way to find out the result is to jump head on and create the result as you go along. The next quote I came across was, better health equals better productivity. I actually can't stress this one enough, because quite frankly, if you feel good, or when you feel good, you do good. And if you're a person that doesn't like to work out, that's fine. You know, you can do something small in the house, or at least whether you like to take supplements or you're into smoothies, do something to make sure every day you're adding to your health, not diminishing from it. The next one is what you think of yourself is what others will think of you. This one, I really had to learn the hard way because, again, speaking about my traumatic experience when I was younger, that eroded from my self-confidence that I didn't have that rock that was with me when I was younger, continuing on my journey through life. But what I realized was there was a lot of resentment there, and there was just a lot of things that I was creating in my head that were never there to begin with. But what you think of yourself, others will think of you. If you see yourself as being a confident person, not fake confidence, but true confidence that not only you can feel inside, but when others come across you, they feel as well, you'll be surprised how that also changes the trajectory of your life, how people approach you and treat you per se, because you treat yourself with the ultimate amount of respect. So the next one is chase dreams instead of people. I feel like that's something that's completely understood. One that really impacted me the most was don't compare yourself to others. When I was the most depressed and confused in my life, I found that came from always trying to compare myself to everyone else's results. If there's one thing that I would recommend us to do is always compare yourself to where you see your future self being. That type of action is a lot more empowering, in my opinion. Another one that really impacted me was procrastination steals time, or procrastination steals your time, put him in prison. Procrastination is something that can literally hinder the results that we want to get and as quickly as we want to get them. But I know one of the things that I've done to attack procrastination head on is I think about, if I take longer to do this, then what if that result that I wanted I could have gotten sooner? And when I put myself under the fire like that, it really makes me act quicker. So therefore, I'm not sweeping things under the rug and saying that I'll do something later. No, if you can do it now, just do it now and get it over with. One of the last two that I feel like you guys would really appreciate is one day you will thank your future self for not giving up. So if you take the action steps now that will push you forward, then we get to this point in the future to where we're like, wait a second, how did I get here? Well, you got here because you took the steps, even though you were scared. And eventually your future self is going to thank you when you have all the things that you want. And the last one is simply just a bonus, which is you get what you focus on in life. So I wanted to keep this short and brief, but hopefully this moves you, especially for the new year. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Generational Wealth.